welcome back to Xenonauts 2. As with every video I'm producing at the moment, I'm sorry it's been so long to get this out. I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Since our last video, a lot's happened, and Milestone 3 is now out, which adds a whole new research tier, some more alien endgame stuff, and it's rebalanced a few things as well. And we didn't really get that far into our Milestone 2 playthrough, so I figured let's just start again and play through this entire campaign before Milestone 4 comes out. So that's my goal here. We're going to do one episode a week until Milestone 4 comes out, or we reach the end of the content, just like I'm sticking to getting one Hive Fleet episode out a week, and hopefully one episode of the Nebulous campaign out a week as well. So not too much work for me to do. I just want to get back into streaming, but we'll talk about that later. So that's the bad news, is unfortunately that campaign that we were running is effectively dead in the water as it is, but we'll get back to that point and beat it pretty quickly. Now, one of the things that I didn't like about the campaign was where we put our base. Whilst it had good coverage, it meant that shooting down UFOs was really, really bad, and that was kind of affecting the gameplay a little bit. So for this playthrough, I'm going to put it where I think the objectively best place in the world to put it is, which is just in Northeast Africa, where you get coverage over all of Europe, all of Africa, all of the Middle East, all of India, like a lot of the continent just from this location, and it means that adding additional bases is easy. Sorry about the clicky clacks, that's the Barky Pupper just wandering around getting ready to sleep. There's nothing I can do about that, but at least you know she's hanging around. So I'm going to put this base here. I need a name for it. For now I'm going to call it Bastion in honor of our last campaign, but our first campaign actually. But just if you want to suggest a name for the base, pop it into a comment for the video and I will go through them all, randomize it and pull one of them out like I do for everything. So we've got our base sat down. Now we have some stuff we need to do. First things first, we actually need to construct the base. There's a few things we need and a couple of small changes have been made. The big one is the training center has been increased in cost from 250,000 to 350,000 cash, and its effectiveness has been reduced. Additionally, soldier experience gain and level up has also been reduced in this version of the game. So I actually think it's more important than it's ever been, but it also means that we're going to be dealing with lower level soldiers for longer, which I actually think will make the early game a lot more fun. Because quite quickly you end up with a game of Cain, someone who is just amazing and they just start obliterating aliens left and right. That was starting to happen in our other campaign as well, so I'm quite happy about this balance and change. First things first, I want to slap down a radar array. We're going to need a generator to back that radar array up. I want to get another radar array down, but I'm not going to do that yet. Other things I want to get down, we need a medical center. That's extremely important. I'm going to put that down here. I want to try and keep this band here clear in case the base gets attacked. So I'm going to try and avoid putting any buildings in these slots here if I can. So I want to put a medical center down here. I want to put additional living quarters in because we're going to need to add some more scientists and stuff to this base at some point, and definitely more troops, especially if this is going to be our primary base. Now we have 800,000 left. I do want to add a training center. Put that down here. That's probably everything I'm going to add right now. I don't need a missile battery for the early game because the aliens aren't going to be attacking us for a while. I don't want to add a workshop or laboratory because we don't have the space to add any additional scientists or engineers yet. Living quarters we've got handled, radar generator. So we do need to get another radar array down, but I'm not worried about that too much until the first set is built. So we'll leave this as is for now. If I go into my engineering screen, I want to build a second autocannon for our first interceptor. So I'm going to get that laid down. There's nothing else we can build right now. Let's have a quick look at our soldiers. I'll rename all of these before our first mission, but if we just have a look at the basic stats, Curtis Parker's not looking too bad, although the reflexes are low. That's not really a big problem. Oh, another big change for this version of the game is that med kits have had their weight massively increased. Not massively increased, but so much so that I think actually having a soldier who is carrying a med kit and an SMG might be very useful. In terms of recruits, let's have a look if there's anyone worth grabbing. I might pick up Ilya here. We'll maybe also grab Ryuin. Their stats are fine, and I think we look for someone with high strength. And we'll get Michael here because they've got reasonable stats, although I don't know, that HP stat on Santiago here is terrible. That's just taking us over. Who had the worst accuracy out of these two? Who's got the worst stat line? I should get rid of Ilya here. I'm just going to hire 2 more soldiers just to give us a little bit of extra breathing room, and let's unpause the game and let things start ticking over. So I want to get this through pretty quickly. Now this is the same thing we got last time. The cleaners are active, they're doing their thing. Let's get on top of them. We're trying to find the cleaner headquarters. So we're going to get a lot of cleaner related missions again. I'm going to get through that pretty quickly. I'm also going to do my best to capture the general. I went back and did it in alternate timeline now. Okay, Atlas base is now available. Let's get a combat team launched. I'm going to set the team up for that, and I will show you the team when we jump into the mission. Back in a second. So I've learned my lesson from last time, and we're going in with a very focused room clearing squad here. I've got Matches Burn, Jake Milestone, Pageboy Sam all set up with shields. I actually wanted to take a 4th shield, but it was quite a debate, and I went with a 4th Assault instead. I've got Game of Cain, Bolton Floresco, Cool S, and Anders in as assaults, and then Alarmed Response and Flesh Pocket coming in as medic riflemen. You'll notice that all of our soldiers are starting off as privates rather than, I think there were sergeants before, which again is another sign that they've leveled down the soldiers a little bit, making the early game a little bit harder, but it does give them more opportunities to level up in the long term, I think. That's our squad. I've got them laid out pretty straightforward in the deployment. We've got the 3 shields in the front, then a line of assaults, then the 2 riflemen with assault in the middle. So let's get to the mission site and let's get this mission completed. Let's launch the combat team, let's launch the aircraft. We've already confirmed, let's go. Just for those of you wondering, to get your name on the list, it's anyone who's donated to the channel or supported the channel in some way, like through a super chat or a channel membership or through Ko-Fi. Just a little thank you for that, and I really do appreciate everybody who does that, so thank you so much. Anyone can suggest names for things like the Skyhawk needs a new name, or Interceptor needs a new name, and the base needs a new name, and the Mars will eventually need a name as well. And this update adds the Ares, which is an upgrade to the Mars that we will definitely be using, and we will definitely not be losing any of. I'm also told the loading times are a lot faster, so let's see how that is. I will be the one who experiences that, not you. You'll just see me on the battlefield in a second. I'll catch you there. Instant update, the load speed is much faster in this milestone as they suggested, and they've also added the mission briefing to the loading screen, which means that while you're doing your fast load, you can actually read the mission briefing and get ready for it before you jump into the mission, which I really like. Let's begin this. We know the plot here. We're recovering stuff from the old base. Gaius Baltar here really wants to get his old research data back. There's going to be cleaners in the base, and there's potential that the old commander of Xenonauts is here, the general as well. We want to try and capture him if we can. So we've got our team here. It's mostly made up of shotguns and shields. We're going to try and sweep one side of the base using the shields as mobile cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set Pirate Matches Burn here and Jake Milestone up in front of this door. We're going to try and hold the other doors with the rest of the team. Let's get Game of Cain, and we'll get Bogdan Florescu behind these two. I'm going to move Alarmed Response to here, where they're going to face this way to cover this whole area. I'm going to move Flesh Pocket. There's not great cover for Flesh Pocket. We're going to have to put Flesh Pocket back here, again covering this room. And then these 3 here are going to set up ready to come through this doorway next turn as well. So I'm going to Pageboy Sam in the corner here, facing this way. Now I don't want to put someone here, because if there's someone on the side of the door, they'll come through and shoot them. So I'm actually going to stack Cool S and Anders in these slots here, and I'm just going to turn off Overwatch on their guns, just so they don't turn around and shoot someone through their teammates. I'm going to crouch both of our shield person people here. I want to make sure that Matches Burn is facing the right direction. Let's make sure both our shotgunners are facing the right direction too. And that should be enough for our first turn. Let's make sure our riflemen are also crouching and facing the right direction too. Crouching does give a slight aim bonus since Milestone 2. And let's end the turn. Let's see how these rookies do. Now, one thing that's changed is that we'll no longer see doors open and close in the Fog of War if we've revealed them. That was something that the old version of the game would do, but this version will not. Now, nothing's happened turn 1. I'm going to open this door and see what's behind it. Alright, we've got a research lab with 1 cleaner in it, apparently. I don't think I've got any good shots on him. 28 times 3, no shot there. So he is active. We're going to flashbang him to stop him doing any reaction fire on us. And then we're going to check that this room is clear with our other shield. So I'm going to bring Jake up to here. Check this way. That door is open, and we've got an agent over there. Check this way. Okay. So it's a little bit dangerous in here because he hasn't got line of sight. We can see him, but he hasn't got line of sight on us. So let's bring a shotgun in. I can put Bogdan here, and they've got a 36 times 3. I can also try and put Game of Cain here, where they've got a 35 times 3. I put them here, they've got a 69, but that does leave them open to anyone standing back here, which I don't want to deal with. I want to try and hold this line. I don't want to go past this line here, because anyone standing in here will be able to shoot our soldiers. Even here, like here is too far forward. This is a potential, but the chance to hit is low. I think we'll just take this shot and see what it gives us. The guy is suppressed, so his accuracy won't be great next turn. And then we'll go from there. We may actually... is it better to go here? I think it's actually better to move here. Let's see what this shot gives us. I've got enough TU to crouch, which gives us a slightly increased chance to hit. Okay. How did we not see him? That's the problem. That's what we're going to watch out for. So Gamer Kane's taken a hit, and this guy here has added a lot to the complexity of the situation. Now, this guy's actually a really good candidate for capture because he's taken a pretty significant hit and he's suppressed. So I'm going to take him out of the equation for now. What I want to do is maybe put Bogdan here and shoot this guy. So let's move Bogdan to here. Let's crouch Bogdan. He's revealed another one. This is getting a little bit scary. We're going to shoot this guy. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm going to bring Cool S up, and I actually want to drop a smoke grenade right here. Here or here, just so that any return fire next turn is not too dangerous. If I put you here, can you smoke grenade? That's an 82% chance. There's a small chance you'll hit your teammate. If I crouch Jake and move you here, is that the same penalty to throw the smoke grenade? 100% chance, right? Throw the smoke grenade into the doorway. That's just going to prevent any extra fire coming through here that I'm a little bit worried about. Do you have a shot, Jake? Because I'd rather take this guy out if we can. Okay. There's other guys that we can stun, but I don't want a guy behind us when we've got this many active soldiers in front of us. Because of what just happened, I'm not going to open this door this turn. I'm going to set Anders up, so I didn't mean to crouch her, behind Pageboy Sam here, ready to shoot. These two are ready to shoot. We don't have great positions in here. We can bring Matches Burn forward. Let's just put them here to form up the wall. Get you to face this way. Let's crouch you. I'm a little bit worried about this. This is a little bit spicier than I really wanted for our first mission. But let's see how we do. Okay, he's just left the room. He has also left the room. So they've decided not to pass through the smoke, like he just did, and he just knocked himself out. Excellent. Okay, so we've captured ourselves a cleaner agent. We don't have to worry about doing that now. What that tells me is there's probably a bunch of cleaners in this room. Do I want to open this door? I probably do. Okay, we've got 2 cleaners in the room that we can see. That doesn't mean that's all the cleaners that are in the room. We have a flashbang. We can't get both of them in the flash. I can get one or the other. So I think I want to flash the one on the right. The one on the left has his back to us. So if I can get... Let's actually check the room safe. Okay, there is a cleaner in the doorway. So that would have been actually better to keep the flashbang for him. We've got grenades and smoke. Flesh Bucket can't carry too much more. We can bring Anders maybe to here. That's a 45. Bring Anders to here. We've got an 87, but that obviously leaves them open to fire from him. 88, but this guy gets shots on them. This isn't ideal. A grenade I don't think will kill them, but we do have access to a grenade on Anders. I can put Anders here, throw a grenade right here. That's maybe my best option to see how much damage we can do to these two. I've got a 68%, 70% that only hits one of them. I think the 68 is the best. If I crouch Pageboy Sam, that goes up to a 68 still. Okay. There's a 40% chance it hits this sorry, not a 40%, but the console, there's a chance it hits the console. If it hits the console, it's going to explode and hurt Pageboy Sam. There's not... The other option is I throw it from behind the console. From there, I've got a 70% chance of landing it there, and if it hits this console, it's less of a big deal. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, that did not kill either of them, but it has injured them. So that's something. I can maybe try and take some shots with alarmed response. Actually, we just throw another grenade with alarmed response might be the best course of action here. I've got a 64% chance of landing a grenade there. If I bring alarmed response to here, I can't throw the grenade. I haven't got enough TU. I could do what I was going to do before and put alarmed response here behind Pageboy Sam. That throw there is a 71% chance, but oh, if that scatters and hits this console, do I really want to roll the dice? I'm going to take the 71. I need to knock these two guys out of the fight. Yeah, okay. That's XCOM. Sorry, that's Xenonauts. Right. Luckily, they haven't actually taken much damage from that grenade. That could have been... That actually could have been worse. Because this has happened, I think I need to try and contain this. I think we need to throw a smoke grenade somewhere like here-ish, just to stop anything else happening. If I put you here, you've got enough to throw the grenade and step into cover. just drop the grenade. Drop the grenade here. Oh, you didn't have enough to get into cover. Okay. That's just going to stop any return firing doing too much damage, although I may have just killed you by putting you in a bad position. I'm a little bit out of sorts by what's happening here. Let's get our shield wall in position for next turn. What's that noise? I think the dog just woke up. Let's crouch you, make sure you're both facing the right way. Let's turn Overwatch back on your shotgun. Just before I forget, okay, you've got your Overwatch turned back on. This is a little bit, honestly, a little bit spicy for the first mission, but let's see how we do. Oh, Game of Cain is back here just chilling. Could Game of Cain do anything here? They haven't got enough TU. I am going to bring Game of Cain back this way to help support this team next turn, because it's going to be a little bit crowded in this corridor, and let's see how we go. If we're lucky, this guy will get knocked out by the smoke. No. How did you survive that? Okay, we got very lucky. Very lucky. Anders is going berserk. I don't blame them. Oh my god, Anders. Okay, well, that's how you deal with that problem. They are all dead. You don't have any TU left. If I bring you here, 69 times 3, let's just take this guy out. Okay, that's at least a lot of agents dead. Let's move you forward and see what's on the other side of the door. I don't think there's going to be anything here because I think we've killed everything. I'm not too worried about the stun damage, it's pretty low. Just check there's nobody else in this room. It is in fact clear. So let's just move forward and set up for next turn. That was a little bit nasty. That room was a pretty hard puzzle for a bunch of privates to deal with. I'm not super happy with how it played out, but nobody died. And I guess that is a positive result. Let's put Flash Pocket in cover here just to cover these doors. We're going to breach this door next, and we're going to breach this door next. Anders is out of action this turn. Page Boy Sam's actually in a pretty decent position. Let's put them here so that next turn they can move forward. That's a lot of stun damage they just took. Alarmed Response has taken a fair whack of damage, so their long range accuracy is going to go down. As soldiers take damage, their accuracy does get reduced. I think everybody has acted. Let's end the turn. Only all the doors close and then the game has to recalculate the line of sight is a little bit annoying. Let's bring our shields forward to this door. And our shotguns. Let's see what we're dealing with on the other side of it. Okay. So that, I believe, is the door to the command center. So we want to just hold this corridor. We don't want to push forward because we want to clear out the rest of the map first. There's probably like a barracks and an armory we still need to find. Let's get Page Boy Sam in front of this door. Let's put Game of Cain behind them. Let's crouch you. Let's bring Anders forward. Anders is quite badly injured, so I don't want Anders in the front line. So actually put Anders here. I'm going to stack Alarmed Response behind them. We'll turn off reaction fire on both of them so they don't shoot these two. We're going to hold there for now. We're going to hold here for now. How many TU do we have left? We have enough TU to kind of take the corner here. It's whether or not I have the... This is probably a long corridor. I don't think I have the equipment to fight a shootout in this corridor. But I could at least move forward a little bit. Let's put Jake here. Okay, there is a guy down at the end of the corridor. He has his back to us. Let's put Jake into cover here. We'll get Cool S here. I'm going to bring Matches Burn into cover behind these this here. And we're going to put Bogdan in cover back here for now. And we're just going to crouch everybody to make it a little bit harder to hit. I can't do anything with Flash Pocket yet. We're going to open this door next turn and take this guy out. Let's end the turn. See what they do. Okay, 2 guys there. Having a quick chat. Oh, you just walked into a pistol. Which you just... Okay, I was about to say you just walked past. Uh-oh. Damn it. Quite a heavy response. Okay. Let's bring... Oh, you can hear the puppy running around. There's a storm at the moment, and she does not like storms, so she's a little bit triggered by the storm. You can hear her barking, complaining about the storm in the background. Let's see if Page Boy Sam can get this kill. Oh, Page Boy Sam, do you have one more shot? You do. Okay, that's a shame. Let's get Anders, see if Anders can get it. Nice. And then we're going to bring Game of Cain. Now, this guy's angle, he has line of sight along this here. I don't think he can see behind him. So I think if I put Game of Cain here. I think that will get behind him without triggering a reaction shot. Yes. Okay, he's down. That should be all the enemies, apart from a few. So not all the enemies at all. Let's get Jake here, and we'll get Matches here. We're going to put Bogdan here. We're going to put Cool S here. They're just going to hold the command center for now. So you two crouch, and you crouch. Whoops, you crouch, and you're just going to hold the command center door. Anders, let's get your reaction fire back on. Alarmed response, let's get your reaction fire back on. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to get you to medkit Anders, just so that they've got a little bit more breathing room in terms of damage. We're going to move Flesh Pocket to here to watch this door, and we need to clear these 3 rooms, which I don't really have the greatest team to do with at the moment. Let's just rest everybody for a turn, and we'll move out next turn. I don't think there's a lot of soldiers left, but we have to be certain. I can't just assume that. We're going to put Pageboy Sam here. We're going to put Game of Cain behind them, facing this way. We're going to crouch this person. We're going to move Alarmed Response to here. And I'm actually going to bring Anders down to here. We're going to open both of these doors next turn. You have a crouch? You do. And you have a crouch? You don't. Let's end the turn. Yeah, you guys are just holding this doorway. That's what I was worried about. And you just ran straight past everybody. And that door there opened as well. Cool. Okay. I need to be more careful about how much TU I'm leaving people for reaction fire. Alright. You kill him. And then you... Oh, 25% chance. If you duck... No. If you step to here... 83% chance to hit. 83% chance to hit. Okay, that's another 2 guys down. That was a little bit spicy. Let's see what's going on in here. This has been a crazy first mission. Absolutely nuts first mission. There's so many guys in here. I think they've maybe upped the amount of enemies in the opening missions. It certainly feels that way. I'm going to put you here. Part of my problem is I'm doing moves that are a little bit too big, so my units don't have enough TU for reaction fire after I've moved them. Okay, and then this team here can move up to this doorway. Let's put Pageboy Sam here. You won't have enough TU to get behind him, so you just face this way and crouch. And you're done there, and you're done there, and that's end the turn. We've got one more room to clear, and then we're done here. Well, after we've dealt with the command room, of course. Alright, so we just have to clear this room. We're going to put Pageboy Sam at the doorway again. We're going to put Game of Cain behind them. Game of Cain does need a reload, but we should be okay for now. I'm actually just going to hold here until these 2 have recovered their TU. And I'm going to put Alarmed Response up here just to give them a different angle into the room. They won't be able to do any reaction fire because they're too tired. And let's just end that turn. There's probably nobody in here, but we can't leave that to chance. Because if I get attacked from behind while we're clearing these rooms, then we're in a lot of trouble. Right, Anders, you can clear the room. It looks clear, but there are these corners we need to check. Okay, the room is clear. So we can now look at opening this door. Now, this room is going to have the commander in it. It's also probably going to have a soldier, at least one in there. So what I want to do is I actually want to build a shield wall in front of the door. That way I can react and throw grenades and stuff at enemies there without worrying about getting shot too much. So I want to bring all my shotguns up. I want to bring my rifles up. Anders we don't need for the end of this campaign. Flesh Pocket's probably not going to make it in time. Unfortunately, Flesh Pocket's had a pretty quiet mission. Let's just make sure you're both facing the right way. Let's crouch these 2 just to make sure they're not blocking shots, and let's end the turn. Okay, let's put you here, Pageboy Sam. Let's put Game of Cain behind you. So we've got our shield wall, and we've got our shotgunners behind it. Let's put our riflemen here. Let's keep running Flesh Pocket over because they might make it eventually. And let's just turn off reaction fire on that rifle. I don't want them shooting through any of my teammates. Let's end the turn. Next turn, we're going to open the door. Alright, there's a welcoming committee ready to go. Do I want to wait? No, you've got enough TU to actually take part this turn if I want you to open the door. Okay, there's more guys than I thought. Damn. I really want to capture the general. But if he has that many people around him, it's going to make this pretty tricky. First things first, I want to flashbang so that we don't have to worry about reaction fire. Well, that's one way. That's one way to deal with the reaction fire. What a throw, Jake. What a throw. Okay, let's. It's a bit like chess. We're going to move Jake forward. They're just going to eat the reaction fire now. Okay, they've now lost their shield. Can they get behind this console? They can get to here. I do have more flashbangs, but I don't think they've got any T. They did have TU left. Now they definitely have no TU left, right? Actually, Jake doesn't need to move anymore. So I want to get a shotgun here to kill this guy. So let's move Cool S to here. And let's kill this one. Not a kill. You've got a second shot. Okay, he's down. Now I want to get a shotgun to here to kill this guy. Okay, and now I want to get a flashbang. Who has a flashbang? Bogdan has a flashbang. I want to get this on the general. So to do that, if I put Bogdan here, they won't have TU. If I put them here, they won't have TU. Put them here, they'll have 26. They need 30. If I put them here, they'll have 35. If I flashbang there, it won't affect a teammate. Okay, the general is suppressed. And then next turn, we're going to beat the general up with stun batons. Let's just crouch everybody. Nobody else needs to be in any danger here. Can I get you? Let's just get you back to here. We'll put a shield wall around you. The dog keeps coming to check on me to make sure that I know that she's not happy. And we'll just heal you up. And let's turn off reaction fire on all of our guns, because I do not want the team shooting the general. It will be easier if he's taken a little bit of damage, but I definitely don't want like a rifle discharge or something to do a lot of damage to him. Okay, let's end the turn. Oh, I don't care about Anders this turn. Sorry, Anders. He will get a shot here. I was hoping he would miss because his accuracy will be terrible after being suppressed. All right, let's beat up this old man. Let's bring you around to here and hit him. 25 stun, that's pretty good. If you got another hit, you do. Hit him again. 10 stun's not as good. That's you out of stun actions. Let's move Bogdan here. Bogdan, beat up this old man. And that's a knockdown. That's mission complete. Okay. That was a lot harder than it was last time we did that. I wonder if they've upped the amount of enemies for Commander difficulty. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. But we captured a cleaner agent and we captured the general. And we've also got some SMGs. And I honestly think SMGs might have a place now with our medkits, and the riflemen can focus on taking more grenades, and we have like a medic class. All right, so alarm response and Corporal Anders, and well, we got some. Everybody got promoted apart from Matches Burn, which is hilarious. 3 out for almost 30 days, 1 out for 12. There were 14 enemies on that map. We got the research records, we captured Cleaner Agent, we captured the General, we got 11 Cleaner Corpses, and we got 12 machine guns, which is pretty good. Right, let's get the Skyhawk back, and we'll just see what the next thing to ping up is. Okay, we've got the General interrogation. I did this last time in an extra thing, but basically he is brainwashed, and there's nothing we can do about fixing that. He just seems to be really messed up. The brain damage he has is pretty extreme, and it's probably the last we'll hear of him for the campaign. But we did save him, which is pretty nice. That got us a big jump in Cleaner Network progress, which is nice. And now we have some new research projects, but I believe that we have nothing selected. Let's get combat vehicles under research. I do want to do the interrogation and the autopsy. In fact, I might do the interrogation first for the extra 250 grand. But I want to see what the next thing to pop up is before we end up here. Autocannon is done. That's all we can research right now. But what we'll do is we'll upgrade our aircraft, which needs a new name, to have 2 insufficient payload capacity. I thought it could carry 2 of these. Payload... Oh, I need to get rid of the fuel tank. Now it can take 2 of these because it only has the slot. So each autocannon requires 5 payload slots and 2 hardpoints. So the double autocannon takes both of those away. In fact, just for my brain, we'll do that. And that makes me think they're mounted on each wing. Okay, that's that ship upgraded. We'll just see what else is happening. And we've got our 2 new staff members, which I'll need to name if we ever take them out on a mission. But that was a pretty cool first mission. I'm excited to be playing the Xenonauts 2 again. I'm sure you can hear in my voice. I actually really enjoy this game. I really like the challenges it gives me. But that was hard, and I definitely took some hits I probably didn't need to, but I got that done at a decent pace, and I know people don't rush. I don't feel like I'm rushing. That's just the pace that I like to play at. Okay, I don't think we actually did this last time, so I'm going to read this out. There is little doubt our captive cleaner agent is fully human, Commander. Troublingly, there is also no evidence to suggest they are under any form of alien control. Interrogation of the subject suggests he remains unaware of the ongoing extraterrestrial invasion, instead appearing to believe our organization represents a powerful crime syndicate illegally manufacturing drugs and trafficking weapons. So they've basically sacked the DEA on us. Sharing evidence of inactivity proved more effective than coercion, eventually resulting in the bewildered prisoner agreeing to cooperate with our questions. This allowed us to verify the identity of our captive and extract viable information about their recent activities. It appears the cleaners have supported several important law enforcement agencies, allowing the creation of false investigations into their opponents, including us. Many of these cleaner agents we face are just ordinary men and women, all wholly unaware that they serve the interests of the invaders. This brings us back to our captive. As there seems no obvious reason to conduct a dissection, we have chosen to move him to ourselves. We can consider releasing him once his knowledge no longer poses a threat to our organization. So this is confirmation that the basic cleaner agents are just dupes. They're not actually reprogrammed or brainwashed in any way. They've just been fed misleading information. They probably haven't seen any aliens. Well, they definitely haven't. All right, let's get combat vehicles researched. That gets us on our way to getting a Mars, and let's see what the next thing the map throws at us is. Building up quite a pool of money here, which is good. And an alien abduction site, really, before a cleaner mission. Okay, that's what we'll be doing next time. So, next time we'll be heading to this alien abduction site to tangle with aliens for the first time in Milestone 3. If you want to name our interceptor, our carrier aircraft, or our base, or our Mars, which we'll probably get next mission, leave a comment and I'll make sure to add it to the list. Otherwise, well, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Let me know if you're actually enjoying this and you want more Xenonauts too. I'll catch you in the next video. And the next Nebulous video is being recorded this weekend to get out on the weekend, and I should have Highfleet out before the weekend as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.